Hey everybody, this is Garrett with Diary of a Family, and welcome to a gear review / maintenance video on the AquaTank2 water bladder. We have been using this for about a year, off and on. Whenever we boondock or need to have water at a remote location, we use this device. This is what a AquaTank2 water bladder looks like. It is very, very heavy, so you don't want to move it after you got it put in place. I suggest you have it in the bed of a truck or someplace that's elevated. And when you fill it into your tank of your RV, it is simple, it's straightforward. Unless you have a pump will just suck the water right out with no issues. But that is what it looks like. It looks like a big old water bed. I'll leave a link in the description so you can go buy that. It is an affiliate link, but it doesn't cost you any more. So if you are considering boondocking and you don't have one of these, please consider picking one up. It'll help you out and it also help us out. Let's get into this review. It is very simple and easy to use. What I do is a little different than what others might do because I have a fifth wheel hitch in the back of my truck. I've come up with a simple workaround. I got these flexible cutting boards at Walmart for $4 or $5. There's like 4 of them. So I lay these across where the hitch is at. It helps everything to not rub up against those hard metal surfaces. Next, I just use a simple tarp, and that also just provides a little extra support. And then if it's raining or something like that, you can just put the tarp over if you don't want your water bladder to get wet on the outside. I encourage you to make sure to keep the user manual for the water bladder because it gives you instructions on how to clean and maintain your bladder. I'm going to show you how to do that. It's very simple. When you're rinsing out your water bladder, you want to put 3 to 5 gallons of fresh water in your tank. And then it says to put 8 drops of unscented bleach. I have a little eyedropper here, and then you drain it out. It does not say to let it sit for a couple hours. You're not filling up like a 100-gallon water tank like we have in our trailer. It's a pretty quick process to clean and sterilize the inside, but you don't want to put too much bleach inside or you're probably going to have issues and probably be able to taste bleach for a long time. Let me show you how this works. Enjoy. Now I'm filling my bladder up from my trailer. Most of the time you'll probably just be hooking a normal hose and turning it on. You'll want to start filling up your water bladder. I suggest before you put in the bleach in your bladder that you put maybe a gallon of water into the bag so that you're not having to deal with straight chemicals on the lining of your bladder. Let's get this thing filled up and I'll show you how we put the drops in. One thing you will definitely want to take as a precaution before you use any kind of chemicals is have protection. Because you are using a chemical to clean your RV, you want to make sure that you have protection so that you don't either burn your fingers or have damage to yourself. Basic precautions. Next, you'll need your bleach and an eyedropper. If you don't have an eyedropper, you can easily pick one up in the pharmacy section. I recommend that if you use a eyedropper for like medicine for your kids or for yourself, don't use that one. Get your own eyedropper. It'll be easier. And then you can just keep it with your bleach. So next time you clean your water bladder, you don't have to deal with finding an eyedropper. I'm going to put a little bit of bleach in the cap and then I squeeze on the eyedropper and I just pull about 1 squeeze from here. Next, drop it directly down into your inbound spout. And once I'm done, I put the remaining into the bleach. And there you go. I'm gonna refill the remaining water that I need for the water bladder, 3 to 5 gallons. The best is just to estimate, have it on a flat surface, and probably I would just I think about just a layer of water along the entire water bladder is probably between 3 to 5 gallons. You can put just a little bit more if you think it needs more, and then you'll be ready to dump out the water. And while you are waiting for this to fill, because yes, it does take a long time, you can do things like ponder the mysteries of life. How are Twinkies made? Are there really unicorns? How is the sky so blue? How do trailers work? You know, things like that. Now that you've filled your 3 to 5 gallons of water into your bladder, to clean this out, all you need to do is have a hose like this running to probably like if you have like a dump station, or if you're at an RV park or something like that, you can probably just dump it into there. I put this little ball valve onto the end so that I can take this off, because if you don't have this on here, what ends up happening is the water starts coming out while you try to put the hose on. I'm just going to turn it on. I'll let gravity do the rest. If you have a electric pump or maybe a drill pump, you can use that to help drain it out, but gravity also works. It might take a while though. So I've just finished draining out all the water from my water bladder. Now, if you're using it on a regular basis because you're boondocking, you'll probably be done. If you are done with it for the season, I would probably maybe rinse it out a few more times and then let all the water, as much as you can, drain out, and then push all the air out and then fold it up, and then go ahead and store it, and you should be fine. Then when you are ready to use it again, bring it out, open it up, redo this process again just to make sure that everything is killed, and then you're back in business for another season of boondocking. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, and as always, live life intentionally.